Okay. Yeah, you get I think it's a 60-foot range on the bow.
Let me check the increment. It is 80 to
Hey,
320. So yeah, I'm within short range, I think.
Okay. Yeah, if you're on there should be two ranges on that. The first one will be at a regular, no disadvantage or advantage, but the second digit, that is disadvantage range. Sorry about that, guys, in the
Do I
stream.
get
I was
advantage for being so close?
kind of rushing. No, you won't get advantage, but you can just have a normal attack. That was a nice try, though.
Okay, and then it says +4 to hit.
Yep. Yeah, all your modifiers are already added up for the weapon that you want to use. So in your case, if you do use your bow, you will have a 1d20 +4 chance to hit, and the damage with the bow will be +2. Okay, and
That is not a good roll.
you are trying to hit an armor class of 15. And I'm going to give everyone a free, basically a free action before we roll initiative, because the dragon did
okay.
have time to land, and as the dragon was landing, I'm going to give everyone in the party a free action to do what they want to do for this one round. So you definitely missed on that attack, Sanguinius, and let's go ahead and go with the fighter. You can go ahead and go now.
Alright,
Oh,
I'll move my, also my
I was
30,
wondering.
30 feet ahead.
I was actually gonna
And,
wonder if I could do something first,
Sure.
like cast bless on the characters.
Absolutely. You can definitely do that. That would be a good thing to do, actually.
Let's see. Before you move, fighter, can I? Is there a way I can move then cast blessed? Because the paladin moved already and I couldn't get close enough.
Yeah, we'll say that you guys have worked together in the past, and you are able to, uh, work your magic and get your buff off before everybody kind of split up and went their own ways with the
Okay.
dragon. So that will actually be your action, casting your bless buff.
Okay, that works.
Okay, and
Yeah.
actually, if you want to tell everybody what bless does as well, so they can kind of keep track of that.
Okay, choose anywhere. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, your blessing allows it to add a D4 to the result. Or was it a D4? Damage 4 or
1d4.
Is that to hit or to do damage?
um blessing allows it to add a D4 to the result.
it would be
Saving
damage.
Yeah, it would be the
A saving
damage.
throw.
What's that underscore?
Okay, great. So after being blessed, I will move
Oh, for the bless spell, yeah.
30 feet.
And lasts about 10 minutes.
They're
Straight
fixing
onto
they're
the
they're
dragon
fixing to
with
have
my
some
short bow,
fun times
and I'll
coming.
aim
So
and fire at him, screaming, "Get out of here, dragon! Back! Get back!"
nice. Well, that's why I'm giving him their free action.
27 against AC that hits.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit him with frightful presence. Don't worry about that.
Spells of the day left for
I
level
believe it's
1.
called frightful presence. That is definitely the first thing that's going to be happening after they get their
Damage is
one round of
1d6
free
plus
movement.
3.
I got it. Yeah, frightful
9,
presence. Oh
plus an
yeah,
additional 1d4.
definitely.
Yep.
Daddy's got you, underscore.
Get out of
Daddy's
here,
got
foul
you.
demon creature!
All right, nice. Nothing better than role playing. I like that stuff. So you did a total of 12 damage, correct?
That is correct.
And that is magical damage, and none of that was fire, was it?
That is correct.
Okay, because the dragon is immune to fire and will not be hurt by any kind of fire. So, all right, 12 damage. All right, so the cleric is gone, and now the barbarian. You are up, Mr. Barb.
Hustle.
And especially when his mate drops down from the sky later, that's really going to make them do a double shit their pants.
That was a hustle.
Okay, so that is 60 feet.
It's 70 with the totem sprint.
Ah, that's right, because it's cougar, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, everyone has had their free attack. So now, what I want everybody to do, now that the dragon has actually landed, and the dragon didn't look as big as it appears now. And as the dragon lands and he kind of bows up and fluffs his wings a little bit, I need you guys to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. This is for a trait called Frightful Presence. And this is when you start the turn within sight of the dragon, you must make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
And that gives us the frightened status?
Correct. If you fail the save,
anyone within 10 feet of me is invulnerable to that. So I don't think that's anybody. I have Aura of Courage. I'm reading through my stuff, and apparently I have that.
okay.
Starting
So-
at 10th level.
Okay, so I would suppose that you casted that as you were running up there, because what is that, a swift or something?
Is it a spell? I think it's just an automatic.
All right, well, definitely.
It doesn't say it's a spell.
Okay, and what exactly does the spell say on the character sheet for Frightful Presence?
It just says Aura of Courage. Starting at 10th level, you and friendly creatures within 10 feet of you cannot be frightened while you are conscious.
Ah, very cool. Yep, that's very cool. So,
I think it's just a paladin thing.
well, if anybody is within 10 feet of you, I don't think anybody is within
Yeah,
10
I
feet
just
of you.
measured it. Nobody is.
So it would just basically be you are the only one that's not going to be affected by Frightful Presence. So Mr. Barbarian, Mr. Fighter, and Mr. Cleric, go ahead and make your DC 14 saving throws. And I think you guys made some already, so...
Yeah, I missed.
How would I do that?
Okay, you would roll...
I'm pretty new.
Okay, no problem. All you want to do is... Actually, I have a macro set up on the character sheet. And you can hit your Wisdom saving throw. There's a Wisdom check / saving throw macro on your character sheet. And it's got your modifier built into it already. And you just want to hit that. And you can...
Let's see. Saving throw.
You got your character sheet open right now?
Yeah, I got it open right now.
Okay. Did you go to the attributes and abilities tab? There's two tabs. There's one tab that says bio and info, and one says attributes and abilities. Click on attributes and abilities, and then on the right hand side you'll see about 10 macros on the right hand side.
Okie doke.
Okay, now check all of those boxes, and it'll put them on your macro bar on the bottom. And you'll have to turn your macro bar on as well, and that's in the cog My Settings sprocket over on the top right hand side. And it should be the first little checkbox there that says Show Macro Quick Bar. And when you click that, okay, there you go. And then you should have all your macros ready to go there. I just put those in there so you guys wouldn't have to actually, type out the commands for /roll20 or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Wisdom check skill, or?
Yes, correct. Wisdom saving throw, and you have to have a 14.
Got a 10.
Alright, so you rolled a 10. So all three of you failed. The paladin is not frightened. He is continually charging to the beastly dragon. And now, since you failed, the target is frightened for 1 minute. And while frightened, the target must use its movement to move away from the dragon. So basically what everybody is going to do is turn around, and I'll turn...
Oh, wait. Bless allows you to throw another saving throw of D4. It says attack
gives you
roll
an
or
extra.
saving throw.
It gives you an
Yeah.
extra D4 onto your saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that would mean everyone gets a saving throw of D4.
Thank you very much for letting everybody know that. Everybody roll an additional D4.
It doesn't matter. The
All right.
fighter is
Yeah, I
scared.
know.
So yeah, let's see. Chad, you are you're turned around. You are going to try to run away as fast as you can. Let's see, Rich, go ahead and do a 1d4.
Do I do it now or on my turn?
No, you can do it now.
Ah, it's a dragon!
All right, Rich, you are running around. Oh, hold on, don't run away yet. And then let's see, Dust, you have a 14. You actually made your saving throw. So Dust,
Yay.
as I think you're playing the cleric, right?
Yep.
Okay, you are not going to run away. So basically what happens is as the dragon lands and he's bowing up, he makes himself visually look very large. You are frightened by that, and the barbarian, you see as everybody's running up, all of a sudden the cleric and the paladin see the fighter and barbarian turn around, start screaming, and just run away. So for the next minute you will be frightened, and you need to use your movement to move away from the dragon. But as your turn comes back up, you will be able to make a DC 14 wisdom or charisma check to end this effect. So whenever your turn is back up, we will give you another saving throw to try to break the fright.
If I move within 10 feet of him, does it automatically break?
That's a possibility, but it'll have to, you'll have to use your movement to get there. So, but as of right now,
Yeah.
you can't actually make the move now. So now that everyone has actually had their move, Frightful Presence is taken effect on the party, we are going to roll initiative. So I want everybody to just go ahead and hit your Dex macro, because it's basically the same thing. And I will do the same thing for the dragon. Whoops.
I rolled a 5.
Alright, need one more person to roll.
How do I hit my Dex macro?
It should just say Dex check / saving throw, and just click on the button, and it should give you a roll.
So I have a question. So for being a level 14 or level 13 fighter, you get an ability called Advantage on all saving throws. What does that do?
Whenever you have to make a saving throw, like a Dex check from a fireball or a dragon breath or anything like that, you can have advantage on that saving throw. Seeing that, and this is for the fighter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will go ahead, seeing that you caught that, I will go ahead and allow you to have your advantage roll to see if you actually do resist the fright and fear effect. Well, I'm sorry, the Frightful Presence effect. So give me another Dex check and add another 1d4 for the Bless buff. You made your saving throw. So as the party runs up, the only one that turns around and starts to run away is the Barbarian. Hold on. Paladin loves to move that miniature. I love it.
I was spinning him to turn him around, and I accidentally dropped it.
Oh, I
I
got
was
you.
like, oh crap.
No problem. But yes, just I'm glad you actually saw that. So, seeing that you guys have never played these characters before, I don't mind, if it's not your turn and if you forgot something, I don't mind kind of rewinding a little bit. But it's good that you're actually noticing everything on your characters. That's definitely a good thing. So, all right. So the Barbarian is turned and will be running. So everybody has their. All right, we need one more.
Where's the Dex macro?
Okay, open up your character sheet. and click on the Attributes and Abilities tab.
Oh.
And on the right hand side there are all the macros. You can just click all those, click the little box for all those, and they will show up on the bottom of your bar. So you don't have to keep opening up your character sheet to hit the macro. And once you check all the buttons on the character sheet, go to the top right hand corner of the interface and click on the little cogwheel or sprocket, whatever you want to gear, call it. And the very first little box should say Show Macro Quick Bar. And just check that. And when you check that, all of your buttons will appear on the bottom of the screen. And did that work out for you?
I made the roll, but I'm not sure how to activate this macro quick bar.
Okay. Top right hand corner, see the little cog wheel sprocket there in the corner?
Yeah.
It says My Settings. Just click on that, and right should be one of the very first things. There's a little clickable box that says Show Macro Quick Bar. You want to make sure that is checked.
Okay, yeah, got it, thanks.
Okay. And did your macros show up on the bottom of your screen?
I have to click them in the Attributes tab, though,
Yes, yes. You have to open your character sheet back up and click all of the ones that you want, and then they'll just all start lining up on the bottom for you. Pretty cool thing they got going on there in Roll20.
right? Yeah, it's like that.
Yep. Hell yeah, it saves a lot of time. Alright, so you got a 20. So the dragon has a 14, so looks like Chad T, you're first. So Chad, what class are you playing?
The fighter.
Alright, you are added to the turn list. Everybody's turn order should be up now. Second should be Sanguinius. So Sanguinius, you're playing the paladin. So I will add the paladin second. The third person is going to be should be Hazdrubal, and you're playing the barbarian, right?
Yes.
All right. Then after the 18 should be the looks to be the dragon. Should be next, and that is 4. And then the last but not least is the cleric. Which, hey, that's a kind of a good position to be if you're the cleric, because you can let everybody get damaged, and then you'll have your turn to heal everybody up. So
You're gonna like
Alright.
the spell I'm gonna cast next on on the barbarian.
Oh, I'm sure I probably will. I got a lot of surprises last one shot with Quivering Punch and level 9 Magic Evocation, Magic Missile, and oh my goodness, that was some
That was
firepower. Yeah. Once they started getting used to their characters and figuring out the skills and the spells, man, it went like that, and it was just within 2 rounds, those 2 Balors died. But yeah, I wanted to throw a bunch more ads at them, but we just didn't have the time. So, but no problem. All right. So initiative is set, and now, Mr. Fighter, you are up.
Alright, I pull out my greatsword, and I get 3 attacks as a fighter, I guess, now?
You get, yeah, if you're level 17, if it says you got a multi-attack a couple times, yeah, you got him.
I I move forward, address the dragon. I say, get out of here, big dragon!
And also, you'll notice on each one of your items, you have an extra 1d4 elemental effect on your damage as well.
So the first swing is 8 damage.
Okay.
The second swing is 10 damage. And the third swing is actually a crit, because I crit with an 18, 19,
Okay.
or 20.
All right.
Superior crit.
So let's slow down here a little bit first. I'll take the 18 damage for your first 2 attacks, and the last attack is a crit. Now, do you know how the crits work in D&D Next?
I do not.
Okay, here's how the crits work. Basically, you take all of your dice rolls and just add it up. It's max damage. That's how it works. And as like a
Okay,
little
cool.
added bonus, you just throw in an extra. I think you're using a long sword or a flame or something
Using
like
a
that.
great sword on this one.
Oh, you're using the great sword, so you will roll an additional 2d6 damage on top of your max roll. So you just clobbered the shit out of this dragon in one round.
Additional 6 damage for the crit, and don't I add an additional 1d4 for the bless?
If it's plus 1d4, then you will add 3 1d4s because you hit it 3 times.
I told you to get back, puny dragon.
Okay, so alright, so we have 6 damage for the actual 3 1d4s. Now, how much is your max damage?
So for the max damage for the crit, it's 12 plus 5, 17 for,
Okay.
for the crit.
So 17 plus the other 6 as well, right? Because you rolled the extra
Yes.
2d6. Alright, so
Yep.
that's 17, 18, 19, 23. So, wow. You just
Doesn't
beat
he
the
also
shit
get a
out of that
additional
dragon.
4 too?
Yeah, I rolled.
He already rolled
the
those.
3d4,
Oh, he rolled it.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So you actually clobbered the side of the dragon's neck. I mean, you just chopped into him 3 times.
And
I mean, just
don't forget,
massive damage.
the dragon's heart is in his neck.
Yeah, oh yeah. All right. You have some movement as well, so if you would like to make some movement, you can. But just remember, if you, seeing that you are within reach of the dragon, if you do leave, the reach of the dragon or your 5-foot combat zone, you will open up an opportunity attack against you, unless you have some kind of feat or skill that prevents you from taking an opportunity attack.
No, it'll be the dragon that's doing the moving.
All right, so the fighter is done, and now we are going to the paladin. You're up, Mr. Paladin. Mr. Sanguinius.
Yeah. Apparently my movement's only 25 feet, and I moved 30 last time, so I'm still out of reach, I think.
Yeah, you can hustle and get up there. You can hustle and get
Well,
to
let
him.
me see if this will get me close enough. So, yeah, 25 feet. That's
Yeah,
pretty
that'll
much
get you
close enough to
within.
be fair.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
And as I'm moving, I will, hold on, I have some bless my weapon thing I can do.
Okay, and that's a swift action, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And
I
also,
think he uses one of my spell slots, but I'm not sure because I don't have a spell list, and I'm supposed to pretty choose these. But I'll just assume I would have taken it because it's an awesome one.
and you can also, as as you are hitting the dragon, the dragon is letting out massive amounts of screaming and it sounds like some kind of calls as well, and in the distance you can hear another scream as well. So it seems like
Shut him up!
the mate is definitely within distance. Oh, this is going to get good. Because they're going to get hit with another frightful
Figure out what this
presence.
thing does.
Yeah, you better call for backup.
Wait 1 second. I will deal with with our problem here shortly.
Actually, I don't think so, because I think once frightful presence is done, if you, well, maybe the frightful presence for 20. Okay, yeah, so they're all going to be immune to frightful presence, actually.
Yeah, channel divinity, sacred weapon. So as an action, I guess it's a full action.
Now to cast
So I
your,
can move and take an action, but it will
it'll imbue your weapon, right?
imbue my weapon with positive energy. And I add my charisma modifier to attack rolls and damage rolls.
Sounds like some Van damage rolls right there.
And it releases an aura of light, which can be helpful when we don't have a torch.
Van
Gotta remember
damage.
that.
Oh, you're going to have plenty of light pretty soon, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's gonna light us on fire. Wait, but that does take a turn. Actually, I think I'll just bash him in the head. Whatever. We don't have time to dilly-dally.
Oh, take your time. There's no rush, man. I got nothing else going on the rest of the night, so you guys, you do whatever. I just wanted to get
Well, no,
the
I
game
mean,
going.
The dragon's gonna attack back. I kind of needed to do that because it lasts a minute. It's something you do before you enter battle, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I will use Smite, I guess. I'm not sure it's how much damage I'm gonna do though, because it increases every certain level amount, and I don't know.
Is Smite
Oh,
actually...
it depends on which slot you put it in. It's 1d8 for each spell level. But yeah, I guess I should have made a spell list. When we rest overnight, I'll figure that out. I'll just make it a level 1. I'll just assume all my spell slots are Smite. How about that? So, yeah, I'll use my level 5 spell slot, so that's a lot of dice. Let's see if I can even hit him, though.
Hitting armor class 15.
I get +9 to hit, so that should
Okay.
help.
Well, that'll definitely help a lot. Now, is Smite a paladin ability, or is that an actual spell?
It is a spell. I have to hit the creature, or when I hit a creature, I can expend the spell, and it adds extra damage.
Yeah, I think it's what, a 1d8 plus 1d8 per level, or 2d8, some shit like that.
It's 1d8, or it's 2d8 plus 1d8 for each spell level.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast my 5th spell level 1. Since I'm just gonna make them all Smite, because that's actually really good to use.
So that should make it 68. Wow.
Yeah, it'll do 68 plus my normal damage, which is
Well, you hear about
Longsword of Radiant Energy.
4 dragons in the distance. No, I'm just kidding.
Bring on the meat, boys.
So
Oh, I'm
it's
gonna make sure
1d8
that
plus
doesn't happen.
4, and then my sword has +1 damage and +1d4 radiant damage. So that'll be altogether. It'll be 7d8 plus 5 plus 1d4. So 42 damage.
All right, and that
I
is
will stab my long radiant sword into his face.
that is radiant damage, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes,
All
it
that's
is.
radiant damage. Okay, I just needed
Yeah,
to
that's
clarify
beautiful.
that. All right. So the dragon, you run up and you also clock him right on the side of the body of the dragon. I mean, you hit him with a great shot. You definitely. The dragon is almost bloodied, actually. All right, and that is your attack. And now we have the barbarian, and the barbarian just kind of runs past you guys, and he's going to run his 30 feet movement. You have 35, right? I'm sorry, 35. Do you have?
35.
All right. So the barbarian basically hauls ass right past you, and you guys are kind of looking back on what in the hell's he doing? But he just hauls ass. All right, so that is the... Oh, actually, what I want you to do is make a DC 14 Charisma or Wisdom saving throw as well. So whatever your highest modifier is, go ahead and... Which, in your case, it's probably the same thing. So I would just roll a wisdom or... Okay.
Oops.
So
We
you...
can add an additional there.
Yeah, add an additional d4, which is really not
I
going
don't
to
think it'll
matter. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
going to
I know.
matter. So wishful thinking, though. So you are definitely still frightened your ass off. So you're definitely going to keep continuing to run until you... hopefully you can make your saving throw before you run off of the map. So because the map's only so big. All right.
And
So
it's
now the...
embarrassing failing with that +5 from my guiding totem too.
Oh man. All right, so now the red dragon is going to attack. The red dragon has a